perfection of an uber snail is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense.
Nautilus Snailius, ancient Nautiloid philosopher. Welcome back, my friends, to Snail Wars, where the Seekers of Nautilon are looking for their snail god and practicing their inner and outer perfection. We have the perfect start with the uber snail Naughty the Third that is leading us with developing the industry with a lot of minerals. And being an explorer also helps with exploration. Architectural sense helps with the development of many colonies. So we're looking forward to do that quickly in this so-called Durban system for now. But we'll certainly give that another name. Let's go. Let's start and see what else we can. We also found our first archaeological site, you can see here, but the thing about this is it's hellish difficulty. So, Hell Plus. It's a little bit too much for the start. Even though we're looking out for some new dig sites. And what we found here is strange and critical, because we're xenophobes and pacifists, and we really don't like other aliens. We're kind of a little bit afraid of them. We have encountered the Xiltac civilization. What kind of beings are this? Look at that on Durban 4. What do we have to do against them? We've detected the presence of a primitive alien civilization. We wanted that Savannah world on Durban 4 in the Durban system. We have to rename that. They have entered the early steam age, and there's clear evidence that they are beginning to make use of both vehicles and early factories powered by steam engines. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. Interesting. Yeah, we must watch them. Once we have the resources to build armies, we might overtake something there and drive them away from their strange stone palaces. Because it's a very bountiful planet we have there. 24 planet size. Whoa, that's crazy good. And so, we'll see what we can do with that in the future. It's very worrying, of course. Very worrying. Construction ship is already waiting to construct an outpost as soon as the science ship is ready. We're exploring something here as well. Already found an anomaly that is also very high difficulty. Oh, and found another one that is challenging. A large amount of ship debris here in the Sadatoni system can be found in orbit around this moon. There was a battle. It's probably also connected to the precursor site we've already found. Possibly the remnants of some kind of massive fleet action. But we'll leave B for now, because we're not at all good enough to go for that. We have enough unity to get better here. And look, we could start with the colonization fever already, but for now, maybe it's better to reach for the stars, as we're going to build very soon. We're going to build a star base here. That's the first thing. And then maybe we can reach colonization fever before anything else, right? That would be great. So let's reach for the stars first. And let's go for the colonization fever second.
Construction complete.
Contact report. Primitives. The scientific community on Nautilon's favor is excited to receive the report on intelligent alien life. They may not be capable of spaceflight, but the aliens of Durban 4 are quantifiably intelligent, and their society shows all the hallmarks of a moderately advanced culture. Prominent xenologists note that this is an excellent opportunity to study a society perhaps not unlike the ones we have previously only found ancient remains of. Disconcerting. That's what it is. God, they probably don't even have shells. Let's have a look at them. How do they look? What is it? What is their population? Clickstack. There's no picture of them even. We haven't seen them so far. They are faceless. The click stack, the faceless click stack. They have crime, they have nobles. They are researching, that's very worrying. Cannot even see who these people are. Oh, through hard work and experienced Governor Swaki Swanepoel has developed new skills. What is she now? Oh, she's an Iron Fist. We have no slaves yet, but slave output goes up by 10%. Interesting. Very interesting. Now let's see. I mean, we have a little bit lacking amenities. We should fix that later on with building probably holo theaters, because they give unity as well, and we're looking for unity so much. So let's see. Can do that in the future. We also have to look out for maybe an opportunity to construct a little bit more out there. Yeah, let's bring the naughty over here. So we cannot settle here, but we can settle on this arid world. Hopefully soon. Not yet, because... Or can we? No, not yet.
System survey complete.
But now we can. Wait. Everything is out of control here. Durban. Now we want to rename that, but that doesn't matter here. Let's build a starbase first. And let's send this on to another system, maybe here. I know that here there are some planets as well, so we'll go into that direction. Send Antonella Morales there. Go over here and then survey that system too. And we have a routine task here. Is that interesting for us? Backscattering spectrometry sensors indicate the presence of valuable substances beneath Saturtoni 4A's noxious clouds. Maybe a gift from Nautilon, our snail god? We have to look into that. It could be just what we need. And here we go. We're constructing here. Colony ship is on the move. Let's see about Saturtoni. Yeah, that's gonna be ready soon, I guess. We're going to need more alloys if we can. After that here. We'll send it over to Saturtoni. Let's see if we can claim something here with good minerals or something like that. This looks like a boring system, but you never know what you find. So we'll get into that anyways. So if we're lucky, we're also getting colonization fever in time, and I think we can do that.
Construction complete.
Nice. Now, send the colony ship. Where is it? It's still moving. It's still moving. Okay. We have that, and then colonize the planet. Durban. No, we're not going to call it Durban anymore. How are we going to call it? I think it will be the start of the spiral before we get spiraling out of control. Like a snail's shell. colonize this as soon as we can. How's it going with the growth? Growth is okay. What we need is alloys as soon as we can. And we've sent the ship over, but I think maybe let's build these stations here first, and then let's go for another expansion. Because I think we can also colonize this world, even though it's only 40% habitability, but we should be okay with it in time. We're very adaptable after all. Oh yeah, and then the dangerous task. The dangerous task after all of this, build an observation post. And we have rock potential. What is that in Sadatoni? Sadatoni 4A, we have looked at that anomaly, is exceptionally rich in minerals. Minerals that are unfortunately of no use to us. However, Science Officer Ningao believes the many elements in the crust of Sadatoni 4A can be transformed into potentially more useful forms through positron bombardment. The Naughty Armstrong has requests that the Seekers of Nautilon set aside 100 energy credits for the purposes of this project. Well, if he says so, we must look at everything. But we can. Very well. Ready the positron charges. What do we need here? Science ship. Research that, and then continue to survey the system. Yeah, that continental world. That's also going to be good. Starbase. I mean, of course we're going to do that. Saldar, not really a valuable system, but let's see what we get there. Maybe we have something nice. Maybe a terraforming candidate pops up. Who knows? You never know. Do a little bit faster. So, it's getting it on. It's getting it on. Our first colony. The start of the spiral has begun. Rock potential. The crew of the Naughty Armstrong are pleased to report the experiment was a success and a significant number of dense mineral veins on Sadatoni 4A have been transmuted to usable resources. Wow, excellent. Oh, okay. We need to get that system. Look at that. Nice. Look at that. 6 minerals. Gao leveled up. The first Nautiloid colony. The start of the spiral has begun. Our colony ship has gently touched down at the top of a large flat mesa near the equator of the start of the spiral prime. This location will serve well as a first landing site, and the rivers that flow in the canyons below provide easy access to fresh water. Very important for a snail. You need to be moist. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative shell quarters of the new shellment, and its reactor core is in the process of being removed so that it may serve as the colony shell's temporary power source. Hundreds of small shell tents and prefab shelters have sprung up around the former starship's massive hull as colonists begin to disembark in large numbers. First Nautiloid city on an alien world. Long live Nautilon! A great day for the seekers of Nautilon. And we get a lot of research. Very nice. And what we need is more alloys. Yeah, we'll have that coming. Let's finish when the construction ship has finished its stuff, then we can proceed. Saldar, yeah. The thing is, to reach that, I mean, that's probably not a bad idea to go there, but we would have to build something here first, and that's expensive. Whereas here, we might have some direct connection. So, the Marco Polo starting to expand there as well. Also, it's odd that these snails have human names, so it's maybe there's something that maybe Nautilon has created more than one species. The great snail god in his visits to foreign planets. You never know. You never know. Look, there's another Savannah world here. That's nice. So what can we go? Should we go for the Tundra world? That's a question, right? I mean, it's expensive. What would we need? Pop amenities usage goes up massively. Pop upkeep as well. Resources from jobs go down massively. And pop growth speed as well. Maybe not at the start. Maybe we'll go for this thing first. And maybe we'll reach that. Look, 9 months. It is doable. What do we have there? Oh my god, yeah, it's enough. It's enough. Definitely enough. How is that doing? It's doing okay. Be growing soon. Everything's nice so far. Now we have to look at these aliens again. It's worrying. Let's look closely. Another anomaly in the Dojak system. Dojak's second toxic biosphere gives the planet a very unique color scheme. I think we want to leave that for now. It's very hard. That's much too long. But I think Dojak 1 is freshly surveyed. Is it? No, not yet. It was Dojak 2A. 9 districts, 11 districts, nice. Science ships are doing well. Antonella Morales has developed new skills and new traits. Look, expertise new worlds as well. She's getting really, really useful. Also, did you know that at least in 2.2.7 still, and nothing was in the patch notes, that you can only gain additional traits when you're out in space. So either assisting research or doing search here. You cannot gain that in the labs. So if you don't want to get traits, there's a reason for that. Sometimes you get negative traits and keep them in the labs. But if you want to get traits, send them out for a while at least. Also a little bit higher experience gain. For these curious people that are getting out there to space.
Construction complete.
Nice, look, we have also the observation post now. Can have a look there. Need to be careful though, very careful. The question is what to do now. And I think we should hurry over here with the construction ship. Try to build a starbase over there. Gain access to this Savannah world and the good Tundra world. Now, maybe not the Tundra world first, but the Savannah world. That would be a very good thing to have. And, let's see. I think we can already build another Another ship. Another colony ship. Let's do this. Already have, I think, enough alloys to build this, at least in time. And so we'll see what we can do. We also need to look into getting more food, maybe. All getting very, very interesting now.
System survey complete.
Nice. Serotonin is a very good system. Survey this. And in time we get the colonization fever. We could go like this, galactic ambition, courier network, but colonization fever now at the start before we getting the colony is maybe good. Even though this needs 3 years. Until then we could have another thing up there. I mean, let's say it costs 500 unity next, and 500 divided by 20 is 25, so 2207. We would have time for another thing here. So we could go like a galactic ambition or courier network, but the thing is we can also gain access to a new life, increasing the pop growth speed. So we'll adopt the colonization fever. It's valuable anyways. Here we go. Our research has also increased. Very nice. Also, of course, through studying these primitive barbarians here. After that, we might have to look into creating some more fleets. That would be probably pretty good. Look, there's some trade value coming.
System survey complete.
Aha. And just in time we're here to build the outpost. How things align sometimes. We could look into continuing that here. I think that's a good idea for this. Because that is also a neuralgic point. Like, that's a point that I mean, if you see that, and then this, you could assume there might be aliens in this formation. But you never know. You never know. It could become dangerous. Or not so dangerous, we'll see. Construction ship is doing well, yeah, and then we can already send something over to the Savannah world there. That's going to be pretty good.
Construction complete.
Nice. Very soon we'll have the colony ship ready. Now what here? Well, while we're here, let's build the research station. It's just universally good to do that. Because it's minerals, that must be the people in the labs. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah. So we have a nice setup. I really hope to find some archaeological sites that are not Hell plus difficulty. And I'm looking forward to do that. Maybe we'll do that here. Maybe here. There's enough chances. We'll send that back here too, because there are very interesting formations here. Might lead to archaeological developments. Now, let's send the Crystal Palace. I like that name. The Crystal Palace. Dojak. We're going to call that Dojak. No, and you can also send names, ideas for that. That would be great. Like ideas for the names for the Nautiloids, the little leaders, for the systems, for the fleets. We'll see if it is fitting. If I like it, then I'll usually do it. And I like most things because it is usually connected to you having very good ideas. And that is most of the time very convincing to me. Sometimes I don't see the light, but you have to tolerate this because I have to think sometimes of YouTube things and... yeah. Well, how to name Dojak? Start of the spiral? We shall overcome.
Construction complete.
Nice. There we have it. Now we need to continue. I mean, that system is really not... we'll not go for that system. It's just bad. But we're looking into unlocking these systems, so we need to go to Ladelicon, and Ladelicon looks as it could be something good there. And we'll send the Crystal Palace over, of course. Colonize our planet. That looks like... that looked like that the blue is so picturesque. It looked like an ocean world first, but... it's just cold grey stone. The Irasian Concordat. We've recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on TE9947. From what we have translated so far in their language, we have learned that these aliens called themselves the Irasian Concordat. Nice artifacts. They were an interstellar power. Traces of Nautilon that held sway over this region of the galaxy a little over 1 million years ago. What does our god want to say to us about this? We have to find out. We have to find out. Because it might be a hint to find Nautilon or to survive. They appear to have been 6-limbed mammalians. Ugh, these hairy, fleshy beasts. And there are several references to some sort of plague called the Javorian pox, which swept across their empire with devastating results, possibly leading to their extinction. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
And we now have minor artifacts. Let's see if we have something we could do here. We could declare a saint. Sainthood upon a deceased individual who led a particularly pious life. Creating a new unifying symbol. That is cool, but we cannot afford it right now. We could map the stars, but I think we cannot afford it right now. We need all of our influence to expand the hope of the snails. Need food too in the future. How is the technology going? Oh, not that great. We'll look into it further. Let's see. Here is 0 amenities now. What will we go for? Oh, the next one is already coming. In a few months. I think we could build something. I think we'll need amenities. We have enough housing. We have barely enough food. We could look for a temple. A temple is definitely also a good idea. Spiritualist ethics attraction increased more to priest jobs. We have society research. We have amenities. We have unity. The upkeep is a little high, but what can you do? I mean, it's like better. It's like the best for the story. Let's go for the temple. That temple shall be a meeting place for the snails, and it is of course in the form of a giant shell, arranged circular after Nautilon's number. I think we'll have a short piece about Nautilon's number in the next episode, we'll see. What? Media? We are in the media system. Let's see. Oh, we're in the Ladelicon. We have discovered something. A strange mountain formation. Efforts to tap the surface of this planet have identified a strange mountain formation in the southern hemisphere. It does not appear to have formed naturally. We'll research that. Ningao. Here we go. Only routine, but it's still very, very interesting. Crystal Palace. Colonizing. Very nice. We're going over here to Ladelicon. Maybe we'll claim that as well. Let's see. The thing is, now piracy is growing up, and we might have to look into defense platforms. Probably not right now, but later on. So it's gonna be interesting in another way. I think I want to build a corvette, but let's design a corvette for that matter. We'll look into that in the next episode. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. We shall overcome. May Nautilon be with you, my friend.